Hey Winnie, I have a few questions for you.
Hey, yeah, I was just gonna get ready for work, but I have a couple of minutes. Go ahead.
Okay, so the first question is, what role are you in?
So I work at Fairmont Bank Springs as a Royal Service operator, which is also known as a switchboard operator. Basically, what we do is we deal with all the calls, emails, text messages that the guests send, and it's for both in and out of house guests. And apart from that, the major part of our job is taking care of the emergencies and the troubleshoots, fire alarms, and all sorts of threat calls, elevator suspensions, pretty much everything that runs around in the hotel, in and out.
I see. So the second question is, what do you do in the office?
That is an interesting question. As I said, it's basically calls from both in and out of house guests. It involves reservations, dining, sometimes just people being curious about Banff. Sometimes we even get weather related questions or oh, I'm coming in next week, how does the weather look like? And we are happy to answer everything. Then we also have in-house calls, which are mostly for deliverables or in-room dining or dining reservations in the hotel. And apart from that, we also take care of all the activities that happen in the hotel, which would be the hotel history tour, the wilderness walk, the shuttles and tours to Lake Marine, Lake Louise.
That's interesting.
I know. Oh, and I forgot to tell, we also take care of the Kipsus, which is basically a texting services that Fairmont has, where anyone could reach out to you at any point in the day. And a lot of people think that it's AI, but it's actually us typing the answers, not AI.
That's good to know. How about your managers and your team? Can you tell me about them?
Oh, of course. I have the best team ever. My managers have always been so supportive of my role. My manager Nadia, she organized team dinners when I first started to make sure that I get to know everyone. And we also got a chance to dine in at one of the restaurants in the hotel, so we know what experience we're offering to the guests, and we can help them help guide the guests better in terms of menu and the kind of service we cultivate as a Fairmont brand.
Nice. During your stay here at Fairmont Banff, is there anything new that you have learned?
I'm glad you asked that question. We have this passport to Banff Springs, which is basically something that my manager made for us, where we can see all the major departments that we deal with and all the dining options and cover all of those during our time here at Banff. And as I started as a SWEP student, I've had the opportunity to shadow various departments like housekeeping, night audit, and see how they run all the reports and how the hotel functions at night, which was quite interesting, to be honest. And then I also got to shadow Fairmont Gold, which is basically a hotel within a hotel. They take care of everything for the guests, from concierge services to private entrance, lounge area, and also warming the rooms, which is basically inspecting everything and making sure that all the amenities are present before the guest checks in.
I know that you're gonna be wrapping up soon your internship. How would you compare your first week and your last week here in Fairmont Banff?
My first week was full of excitement, but also a little bit nervous because of the orientation. But I had been in contact with my manager and the talent and culture representative here, and they had been really supportive. They told me what to expect during my orientation, and my trainer Ines was really helpful during not just the training but throughout my tenure here at Banff Springs. There were a lot of new things, a lot of apps and policies, SOPs to follow. And now that I am wrapping up my season at Banff soon, I feel like I have mastered most of them, and things that seemed complicated at first are now just so easy for me. I think I've gotten used to it, but it was just the learning curve for me honestly has been quite smooth here, just because everyone was so supportive, and you have access to all the learning material on your PCs, on your folders, and all the colleagues. Even when you work in Royal Service, we are working very closely to front desk, so the front desk team has also been very helpful. And my team has 12 members, and I was the newest one when I started. And yep, we also got a couple of new members over the season, which kind of helped me in a way, because I could now train them and see what challenges that I face and make sure that they don't face it, or what's a better way to deal with it. And ultimately I feel much more confident while ending the season here, because I know I gave my 100% to the job and made sure to tick all the boxes, and it's been a great learning experience, and I feel more confident about the hospitality industry in general now.
What are the key takeaway as a intern here at Fairmont Banff?
Fairmont Banff Springs has been my dream property from 3 years, and as a student of hospitality, it was actually a dream come true. There's so much we could learn, and as I said, like as a SWEP student, there were so many events that they organized for us, starting from welcome reception to culinary class, housekeeping, towel art, and then a day with the admins as well, to see everything which runs or how the hotel runs, except from the point of hospitality. So it's been a huge blessing for me, and I think now I have a fair idea of where I want to go in future. And I always knew what service means, but Fairmont is especially known for its hospitality and making special happen. That's what we work and strive here for, to make sure all the guests are comfortable, and the standard of luxury that we offer is our Fairmont normal, and that's what we try to do. Besides, so we call the employees of Fairmont as heartists, because we believe in making connections from heart to heart. And yeah.
How would your team describe you?
That's actually a good question, and how about we don't ask that from my team directly? We have this little thing called summer compliments, where we all give anonymous compliments to each other, and I'm just gonna read out some for you. Which one do you want me to read? Oh, you can pick anything.
How about this one?
Okay. I hope that's a good one. Winnie, always a pleasure to work with you on shift with the positive vibes you bring to the team. Keep being you and keep slaying fellow Blue Mountain Queen. Oh yes, because I also did a few months in Blue Mountain, and this is someone I met in Blue Mountain, and then now we also work at Fairmont Small World. But yeah, that's how hospitality works, I guess. And now I'm gonna go with this one. Sweet, sweet Winnie, you're just the best. Simply amazing to work with, and we are so glad that you chose to be here with us as a SWEP student. You have great future in hospitality. That is so cute. I wish I would have known who sent this for me, but yeah.
How's working in Fairmont so far?
It's been quite amazing. It has 735 rooms, and they have set procedures and SOPs for each and everything, which is fair because it's not easy to run a hotel with 735 rooms, and Fairmont being such a busy property, it's always at like 92 or 93% occupancy, which means on an average like 1,000 or 1,200 guests staying with us every single day. So yeah, we need to keep up the standards and the hard work. Could be tricky sometimes, but a really good opportunity to learn. Fairmont Banff Springs, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my god, that was such a good experience. Thank you for sharing that with me.
Of course.
And I have one last question.
Sorry. Only colleagues after this point. See you after graduation. Bye.